What is up guys, it is Ross, and welcome back to another Mario Kart Wii Limitless vehicle showcase. And in this part, we will be going over the Dolphin Dasher. Dolphin Dasher, very popular vehicle in the vanilla game. A lot of people... It's sort of a common trend I see that people mained this thing when they were young. Probably because the well-rounded stat spread really does wonders, and obviously inside drift is just very convenient for people to learn. So naturally, the Dolphin Dasher sort of sings this same tune in Mario Kart Wii Limitless. It's got very high off-road. I'll showcase it here. Oh. If I don't fall off the track, that is. But yeah, very high off-road to the extent that it can drift in it. It's got really strong mini-turbo as well. It's got nearly a full second's worth of mini-turbo, as you can see there. Its top speed isn't the best, but it's serviceable. It's got good weight, good acceleration. Its drift isn't... Its drift is fine. It's not strong, but it's not terrible either. And its handling is serviceable, but it's an inside drift bike, so that doesn't really come into fruition very much. The Dolphin Dasher's off-road means you can do stuff like this, which is very fun. And the strong mini-turbo as well means that even though its drift isn't that great, it gets a lot of reward for executing it, which I think is very nice. Also, having low drift can be useful for squeezing out mini-turbos in places where you desperately need them. So I guess in that context, the Dolphin Dasher having below average drift can sort of be a bit of a saving grace in some instances. So yeah, Dolphin Dasher... Oh, there's a plow. Again. Dolphin Dasher, obviously having sort of a versatile jack-of-all-trades stat spread, means that it can find itself in a wide variety of situations, and yet players can sort of typically take those situations and build their game plan around them. Oh, the fact that Dolphin Dasher has such a strong off-road stat and a decent mini-turbo means there are ostensibly tracks where Dolphin Dasher is just naturally stronger on than others, but the speed not being terrible means that even on the tracks where it isn't favoured, it can still put in work. And then obviously the acceleration and weight stats being on the stronger end, especially regarding medium weight bikes. I think it's second among medium weight bikes in both categories. That means that it can take a beating in mid-pack, so it's a pretty safe vehicle to use. And it can apply itself to any situation. This is a track. This is a track that this vehicle should be exemplary on, and I have no clue why I'm in 10th right now. I'm holding a bullet. I might as well make the most out of this situation, I suppose. And obviously, regarding pack play, inside drift means you can make a lot of split-second decisions, which is nice for when you want to avoid stuff like Dry Bowser on the fucking fat-ass Wario bike. I'll just let it rip here. Baby Mario, use the shock! Please! Oh, he didn't use the shock. That's a blue shell. It's fine. This thing's Excel is passable. Really? The red shell didn't hit any of those bananas? That's mental. Red shells in Mario Kart Wii are either the dumbest or the smartest. They're never in between. Alright, let's just take this W and move on with our lives. I think this track will be a pretty fun one to test on Dolphin Dasher, because Mini Turbo is really strong on this track. A really strong stat to have, and it can do some pretty silly off-road shenanigans too. Of course, those Shy Guys can be very bad. I just took revenge on one there though, so it's all good. They got their karma. They got their karma, guys. So yeah, Dolphin Dasher is just kind of designed to be similar to how it is in vanilla, because it's such a classic vanilla vehicle. If you ask a random vanilla player what their favorite vehicle is, there's a good chance Dolphin Dasher will be somewhere in the top 3 or top 5, maybe even top 3. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was the top 3 either. It just has a nice blend of everything, you know? It's a really good vehicle to learn inside drift with if you're not too familiar with Mario Kart Wii's mechanics. And I think that carries over to Limitless quite well, because there are a lot of players in Limitless that really enjoy this vehicle. It's definitely a very casual friendly vehicle, to be sure, and it's had, even in competitive, it's had a lot of usage this season so far. Definitely a big favourite of the community for sure. Let's see anyone get past those defenses. Yeah. Yeah. That red shell did not crack on anything, which is surprising, but it didn't make it to me, so that's fine. Oh, but that blue shell will. The Shy Guy got hit as well. It deserves it. Oh, but then I rustle my own jimmies, don't I? That's a very easy shortcut to do. I shouldn't be the fumbler and the stumbler as much as I am. Just a little brake drift there. I hit the Shy Guy, but hopefully Mario Kart Wii Limitless has brake drifting, and on some turns like that, it really does come in handy. Dolphin Dasher likes brake drifting a lot because it's not unreasonable you would need to use it because its drift is so painfully average, but you get a lot of mileage out of it because you've got a long mini turbo stat, so it works out. Ugh, sorry, it was just a big yawn there. DK Mountain is very much not a track I can drive on inside drift, but I will do my best. I will do my best to be the super showcaser. And if that fails, then it means I can show off how well this thing does in the Vortex, which would be good. I don't think I've shown that off too much yet. Cancelling the drift is fine there. Just use your Excel, hop, and there you go. That's the noob method, but it works fine on this vehicle. Like, this vehicle isn't going to be particularly punished for doing that. Yeah, that works. Oh wait, I forgot. I can't even showcase how good this thing does in a pack because it's bloody DKM. Look at the lead I have. The CPUs suck on this track. No! The blue shell. Ah. Activate shock. Damn. I'm disappointed. So yeah, that is another first place on the Dolphin Dasher. Very strong vehicle. It's very well rounded, but it has like its strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, it does not care about off-road whatsoever. And while it's slower than average, you can work around it, as I've stated before. And that's a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this vehicle showcase and this sort of developer commentary and rambling. Be sure to stay tuned for the next parts when those come out, and watch the previous ones if you haven't already. And until then, this is Ross, signing out. Goodbye.